Please do not listen to this recording while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you can safely relax or fall asleep in the comfort of your own space. Hi, this is Tammy Bratcher with Deeper State of Mind, and I want to welcome you to the opportunity to reach deep into your subconscious mind to reprogram your automatic responses with this guided hypnosis experience. This will allow you to create positive changes for your life in a faster, more profound way. I want you to make yourself comfortable now, in a space that you'll not be disturbed. This time is just for you. You can be sitting up or lying down, whichever is more comfortable for you. And as you take a few deep breaths, breathe in deep relaxation and release any stresses from the day. And as you take these breaths in, I want you to let your mind imagine a warm summer's day. And you're in a wooded area, which is home to a beautiful cascading waterfall, where the water flows across and then down a series of steps until it merges with the gently flowing stream or river at the bottom. While there's no need to limit the number of steps, I want you to imagine a waterfall with only 10 steps. Each step is different from the next in many ways. Some are very wide and actually hide rock pools within themselves, while others are narrow and allow a swift flow of water down to the next one. Some are ledges wide enough to walk across the face of the waterfall, and some are like rock climbing steps with just enough surface to balance on. And as you let this image take over your conscious thoughts, it grows in size, filling the whole of your vision. It's a beautiful sight, all that water coming from who knows where, and going on a journey which will take you who knows how long, until it ends up in a lake or an ocean. As the image grows, you notice that you're getting smaller and smaller until you're so small that you're light enough to fit on a leaf that can be gently carried down the waterfall and into the stream. And I would like you to now imagine standing at the top of the waterfall, gazing into the clear, fresh water gurgling at your feet. You look around and spy a particularly comfortable looking leaf. It looks strong enough to bear your weight on the journey down the waterfall. So you gently drag the leaf down to the water's edge and climb on board. Settling down nice and comfortable now, you shove off from the bank and let the smoothly running water take you on a magical journey. You drift across the first wide step, and as you travel, you can trail your arm in the cool, refreshing water. The gentle current carries you to the edge of the first step, and then you bobble down onto the next one. The step is rather narrow, and it seems that almost instantly you're swirling down to number 3, down and down, deeper and deeper towards the stream. The third step is neither wide nor narrow, and you take your time drifting across and down, deeper down all the time. Number 4 has a rocky formation in its center, and you gently guide your leaf around it, going down deeper and deeper towards the next step. The fifth step is a bit awkward because it's broken in places, but you take the risk and shoot the rapids down to the next one. What an exhilarating feeling that must have given you. Number 6 is again a wide step, and it slows your descent as you drift across it, going down and down to the next step. The view is magnificent from here. Above you are all the steps you've traversed so far, while below you is what is still to come. And as you land on step 7, you notice the wildlife watching you with bemused looks on their faces, for this is not something that they see every day. You smile and let the current take you deeper, downward on your journey. Step 8 is a delightful little step which has a deep rock pool worn into it from timeless erosion by the water cascading down the waterfall. You trail your arm into it and feel so comfortable and so relaxed as you pass by. Step 9 is narrow and bumpy, but adds a little excitement as you quickly get taken deeper down the waterfall. Deeper and deeper. Almost there now. You can see the gently flowing stream just a bit below you. Step 10 is the last one. It runs down at an angle into the stream. It is wide and flat and invites you to continue on your journey by going downstream. So just float away. Drift into a totally relaxed state, just floating and relaxing, just floating. You are now deeply relaxed. And the suggestions that you hear will have an immediate and permanent effect on your subconscious mind. You will hear every word that I speak, even though you may find your mind wandering away at times, because right now, nothing else matters. Nothing except for this wonderful feeling of relaxation that you're experiencing. I know that you've been concerned with forgiveness, and whether this was forgiving yourself or forgiving another, it really doesn't matter right now. Because at this moment in time, it's as though you haven't a care in the world. Nobody wants anything. Nobody needs anything. There is absolutely nothing at all for you to do except relax and let go. And just enjoy the feelings that are being generated within you. And during this hypnotic experience, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things. And you will find that these images begin to form in your mind. And you will go even deeper into this wonderfully hypnotic trance. And you'll feel that you are there in that situation. And that everything that I suggest is already beginning to take place. Even as you experience those things, you will become vivid and clear and real to you. And this new reality becomes your actuality. For it's time to let go of those negative conditions and move on to a happier and more fulfilling existence. And in your imagination, I want you to go to a beautiful place, perhaps hundreds of thousands of miles away from where you are now. A place where you're totally alone, comfortably alone, with your own thoughts and your own feelings and your own sense of oneness with the universe. And at the same time, I want you to know that you will never be completely alone, because you'll hear my voice all the time, and my voice will go with you to guide you towards your new reality. And so I would like to ask you to just trust in the sound of my voice and allow my voice to take you deeper and deeper into a comfortable feeling of gentle, hypnotic rest. I would like to suggest that you create a magnificent day in your imagination. Imagine it's a lovely, warm summer's day with a beautiful, clear blue sky and a lovely sandy beach. See the golden sands that seem to stretch on forever, to your left and to your right. And way ahead of you is the vast ocean with those lazily rolling waves, the most perfect shade of aquamarine, a beautiful blue-green color with the reflection of millions of sparkles of bright sunlight dancing and swaying far away. And you are totally at peace in this paradise of yours, completely relaxed and at one with the life force around you. Experience the texture of the soft, warm sand beneath your bare feet. And nearby, did you notice a little rock pool with seashells, beautifully shaped and multicolored pebbles and fossils? There's a clump of seaweed and a thin piece of driftwood that is somehow floated onto the shore. And you wander towards the rock pool to find a comfortable place to sit and to examine it more in depth and all the treasures that have been washed up by the ocean. After just a short while, you reach out your hand and pick up the piece of driftwood. And feeling the texture of the soft wood, you draw a circle in the sand all around you. Do this now in your mind. The circle can be any size that you want it to be, and you're in the center of the circle. Now this circle represents the circle of all the people and all the experiences that you've ever encountered during your life. And into this circle, I want you to place all the ones who have ever hurt you in any way. And you can do this with your stick by drawing symbols in the sand. The symbols can be different for each person, or action, or experience. Your symbols could be made up of initials, or small drawings to represent each negative experience. Or they could simply be little crosses, or X's. Do whichever you like, because this circle, these symbols that represent these people, events, actions, or experiences are private and personal to you. And in this circle, you're now drawing symbols to represent anyone who has ever wronged you in any way, perhaps by their actions, or their deeds, or something they said to you. And it doesn't matter how small or whatever the reason. Just do this now as I am quiet for a moment or two. Good. Now I want you to draw symbols to represent any misunderstandings that you've had about anyone or anything at all, or any misunderstandings they have had about you. And now, into the circle, you can place symbols to represent any people or any event that you feel were responsible for causing you irritation or offense in the recent or distant past. Any resentment, hatred, fear, or other negative emotions or experiences are all represented here in your circle of life by symbols. And I'll be quiet again for a few minutes longer to allow you to identify each and every one of those unwanted feelings that have been generated within you by other people, events, experiences, or anything else in your life. Good. And now your circle contains symbols to represent all those negativities. And of course, you can return to this place whenever you wish, should you ever encounter others that need to be included in another circle of life. And now I want you to affirm in your mind after me. All persons, experiences, events, actions, and anything else that has offended me, I forgive from both within and without. I forgive all things and people from the past and represent and the future and the present. I forgive. I am free and they are free too. All these negativities are cleared up between us, now and forever. And most of all, I forgive myself for setting any of these things in motion. I forgive completely and unconditionally. I am free. And from now on, I recognize that nobody can avoid exposure to all negative influences and still be a part of the ongoing theme of life. But I can avoid entertaining them or taking these things to heart in the same way that a gardener avoids cultivating weeds in the garden of contentment. You are free now. You've forgiven everything past and present that needs forgiveness. And at the same time, you are forgiven in every way. And it's time now to step outside your circle of life and begin a new cycle of life that is happier for you and for your fellow companions who share your universal journey of life. And you've forgiven, and you've been forgiven by yourself. So let us walk away from the circle now, for the tide is coming in, closer and closer. And as you leave the beach, I think you'll see a very large wave washing over your circle and obliterating all those negative symbols from your life forever. And suddenly the sunlight becomes so bright and so wonderful that the whole scene is lit up before you. And you can feel all the healing energies from the universe entering your cosmic awareness. And you're filled with the love from the light of the sun. You are free, and it is a wonderful feeling. And in a moment, I want you to come back to full conscious awareness. And I'm going to count slowly from 1 to 5. And the count of 5, you'll be wide awake, bringing back with you the anticipation of brighter and happier things to come. 1, 2, 3, coming back slowly. 4, eyelids beginning to flutter. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, mind and body returning to normal conscious awareness. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide for this restorative self-hypnosis. I am so excited for you as you find it easier and easier every day to reach all your goals and build the life of your dreams. If you enjoyed your self-hypnosis meditation, please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. I would also love to connect with you in the comments if you'd like to share your experience. I look forward to taking another journey with you soon. Have a blessed day.